I want to talk about money today. Money and why it is so freaking awesome. And so a lot of you will probably be off the bat just be like, what is he talking about? Money is evil. Money is bad. We want to live without money, etc. But today I want to talk about why money is actually a powerful tool allowing you to live a life of excitement, of passion, following your heart. I'm not saying having a lot of money is awesome, although probably would be pretty awesome, but I'm actually just talking about the idea of money, the system of money, the technology of money. Looking at all the animals around the world, we can see that they spend most of their time seeking food, building shelter, mating, socializing, relaxing. They're staying alive. They're staying alive. They are just living life. And sure, that's beautiful and that's fine, and that's an important part of being an animal. We are also an animal. Doing all those different things give us pleasure, of course, and it's important for a fulfilling life. If we go way back, we were just living in the jungle like the other animals, right? Eating fruits and doing stuff. And then, we developed and we got to a point not too long ago, really, where we started to settle down a little bit, start doing agriculture, and that allowed us to do something called specialization, right? Before that, and even to a certain degree still at that period, we all had to be generalists. And what that means is we had to do a little bit of everything, right? I mean, if you're living out still to this day, if you're living out in the forest by yourself as a hermit, you have to be a generalist. You have to be the person getting the food. You have to be the person preparing the food. You have to be the person building the house. You have to be the person fixing the house when something is wrong. If you have a car, you have to be the mechanic, right? Everything, if you're living like that, you have to be a generalist. You have to know a little bit of everything, and you have to be self-sufficient. And now, some people, a lot of people probably, would think that's cool. That's a lifestyle they want to do. They're excited about being self-sufficient. They're excited about living a life where they are in charge of everything and they do a little bit of everything and they're living that sort of simple life, right? Oh, you call it a complex life actually, because you're doing a lot of things, but yeah, let's call it a simple life for now. Well, that's cool. But what if you were super interested in music, okay? Let's say music was just like your heart, your passion. You just wanted to play guitar all day long. You couldn't do that. No, you couldn't do that. You have to get food. You have to prepare the food for hours a day, right? You have to build that house. You have to maintain it. There's all these little things that you have to do, taking up your time. And so if you're not interested in all those things, nowadays a lot of people are interested in those things because there's a movement back to the roots, kind of, right? Movement back to the natural lifestyle, movement back to sort of, or we could say moving forward actually, into a self-sustainable lifestyle, permaculture and these things. And so if you're passionate about those things, if you're passionate about gardening, doing all that stuff will be exciting to you. But then again, the same example goes. Let's say you're super passionate about gardening, right? You just fucking love gardening. And you want to garden all day long. But then you have to have a house to live in. And let's say you're just like not interested at all in building houses. That's just not your thing. You find it super boring, you're not good at it. You just want to be gardening all day. But you have to build a house. Well, that's how it is to be a generalist. But now that we settled down, back to the sort of history of humans, now that we settled down a little bit, we could start to diversify the settlement, and we could specialize. So, for example, you love gardening. This guy, I mean, this is basic, everyone sort of knows this, but it's interesting to think about. Now, you could garden all day long. This guy loves to build houses, right? He hates to garden. He needs food. You need a house. Well, He builds your house, you grow his food. Perfect. Now you can garden all day long, he can build houses all day long, and you're both happy, right? And this is that's a super simple example. If you look at a whole society, this gets really complex. And so with exchange, we are able to specialize in that sense. And for a while, it was all trading, right? Like I just said, you were growing the food, this guy was building houses, that guy is a blacksmith fixing all your iron needs. You get what I'm saying. And then, of course, this developed further, and this is where money started appearing. Because if you imagine all the complexities of society, no longer, we don't only have one person doing a house. We have one person doing the roof, another person doing the walls. We have a particular guy who does the floor. There's a locksmith doing the locks. I mean, there's like so many people involved in one house. Same goes for every other aspect of life. And so if it always was just like you had to do an equal trade of things or services, that could get pretty complex. So this is where money comes in. Money is obviously then a currency. It's a symbol. It's proof of work done. And that allows for more complex relationships in terms of exchange. Not only in the same place, but different places as well. Because once you have that money, you can go there, or there, or there. You don't have to actually have a direct relationship with that person. And again, some people might be digging the idea of direct exchange, and that's cool, right? But you gotta realize, money is the same thing. It's just on a more sophisticated level. So let's get to the point of this video. Money in today's society, let's just look at it right now. Money is what allows you to follow your excitement, to follow your passion. You're interested in music, you want to play guitar all day like I just said earlier. You can do it. You can make money with your music, and that's your thing. And then your money will then be spent on all the other things which someone else is doing. You don't have to think about getting food. Someone else is growing the food for you. And obviously there are issues with that. If you know, you have to trust the person to grow your food, you have to know that they're doing a good job. But that's another issue. This is something we can improve on over time, and that doesn't have anything to do with money per se. So I love making videos, right? We could call this entertainment, we could call it education, we could call it inspiration. I do it because I love it. I'm excited to make videos, and that's why I do it. That's one of the things that I do though. I also like to train, I like to run. I love running. But if it wasn't for the money technology, I couldn't spend so much time and energy planning, preparing for, and doing these runs and training, because I would need my energy and time, but mostly energy, to grow my food and to build my house, etc. Using these simple examples, but of course it goes deep. There's all these little details in life that are taken care of by other people. And so if we want to have a society, here's the thing, if we want to have a society where everyone follows their heart, everyone follows their excitement, everyone cultivates what they are passionate about, well then money is money is a key component to that, okay? So if you're hating on the monetary system, and let's face it, the monetary system itself, there are certain issues there, probably. Things could probably get improved a little bit in terms of how money is made, because right now a lot of it is it's debt, essentially, as opposed to value. But without getting into that, I'm just talking about the concept of money, the technology of money as it is. So that's awesome. You got to realize that is absolutely awesome. The money system is what enables you to follow your heart, okay? It's what enables you to be spontaneous, because you don't have to be a generalist, you can be a specialist. I'm super interested in exercise physiology, right? I love it. I want to read, I want to learn about exercise physiology. I wouldn't have time to do that if I had to fix everything in my life. Other people do that. Then I make money doing what I'm passionate about and what I'm excited about, and then I'm spending that money paying everyone else who's doing other things. So it's a big cooperative system, if you think about it. Rather than everyone being on their own, independent, doing everything themselves, we're all cooperating now. We are all cooperating in this huge network of people, everyone doing their little part, which happen to match their passion. Of course, nowadays, a lot of people, they don't follow their passion. They do what they think they should do, or they're just chasing money for money's sake, which is worthless. What you want to do is to chase your passion. You want to chase what you're excited about and what you're passionate about. And when you do that, you will start making money from your passion. By channeling your energy in a certain way, you're able to make money from it, and that money is spent on everything else you need. And now if it wasn't for money, if we were to exchange things, or maybe if we were to work as a intentional community, we would have to have meetings and bureaucracy, and we would have to literally agree on everything, right? We're building the houses, we have to agree on the houses. We want to have it like that, we want to have it like that, etc., etc. We want to talk about the farming, all these different things we have to agree upon, and we have to work together. And that's cool. That's cool in a certain way, but it's also very difficult and actually impossible on a grand scale. So money is that glue which makes everyone work together in harmony. I mean, it sounds almost, a lot of people think it's opposite. People think money separates people and makes us isolated. It's quite the contrary. Money is what makes us all work together for a common cause, right? While simultaneously working solely for our own sake. In my view, it is a perfect setup for happiness. Happiness, individual happiness. Capitalism, free market capitalism is awesome. I mean, everyone can be an individual, follow their dreams. You can do what you want, not what you think you should do, or what society expects of you, or what you simply have to do because no one else is doing it and you need food or you need a house. You don't have to worry about those things. You can follow whatever little niche that you find fascinating. This is a perfect society in that sense. You can actually do what you are passionate about, however narrow that niche is, and still eat, live, have everything you need because someone else is taking care of it, because they're passionate about that. And then the money is what facilitates all of this. So that's a long rambling video. Leave your comments down below what you think about this topic. I think money is one of the most interesting subjects ever. I mean, it is a fascinating idea. And I've been through the sort of journey of sort of being against it. Oh, materialism, capitalism, evil. Now I come to see it differently though. I have a better view on it now, I think, at least for myself, and I see how it enables me to do what I want. And once again, I'm not talking about having a lot of money or not. It's not like, oh, I have a lot of money, so I can do what I want, but someone with not a lot of money, they can't. That's not the point. That's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about how money facilitates or lays the groundwork, enables you to pursue what you want to pursue and make money from that. So do it. Find your niche, find your passion. You don't have to find it actually, because it's there right now. If you're starting to look for your passion, it's probably not going to be your passion, whatever you find. You know right now what's your passion. I mean, maybe it's as simple as just, I don't know, you really like, maybe you like my wall, my new blue wall, and you're just like, oh, walls. Maybe you want to paint walls. I mean, that's your passion, who knows. It might also change from day to day, your passion, right? Moment to moment. I mean, I have many different passions. My excitement level goes up and down throughout the day in different directions. Right now I was excited to make a video. Now I'm starting to feel like, okay, I'm done with making a video now. I wanna work on editing a video, and then maybe I want to play some guitar, and then I want to train. I want to go for a run later, right? Then I want to go to the gym and lift some weights. Different things at different times, but neither of these things, including making this video right now, would be possible if it wasn't for money, because I would be busy right now supporting my life like all the other animals are doing. I would have to go look for food. In fact, I wouldn't even be in Norway probably, because there's no food for me here in its natural state. And if I was here, I would spend all my time protecting myself against the cold environment, other people, and being involved in all these processes that are important to life, but not necessarily important to me. Thanks for watching. Give this video a like if you digged it. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. We're going to talk about lots of cool subjects on this channel in the months to come. Mostly about nutrition, health, fruit, those common typical topics that I love talking about. But I'm also going to branch out a little bit like I do today about other things in life. Check out our website at sweetnaturalliving.com. We have a few articles there about different subjects you might want to check out. Life improvement basically in different ways. Hope you're having a good day. See you around.